Hello guys, today we'll uh, see how to make Hello World first application for iPhone using interface builder and also programmatically. So the thing that we are looking for is a Hello World label on the application using interface builder, and then next I'll show you how to do it programmatically. So let's open a new project, file, new project. The shortcut is Shift Command and N. Be using that from now onwards. I will call it Hello World next, and I will just go to desktop, make a new folder, call it project, and create it here. So once I have it, I have all the files. As if you follow through from my previous tutorials, you would know what these are, but if not, you can go back to the previous videos and look them up. So let's see what we have here. So as I mentioned before, that the first thing that opens up is this main window.m file, the main window.xib file. So let's go to main window.xib file, open it up. We have interface builder, we have everything. So what I'll do is I'll just drag and drop a label here. I'll type hello world here. Now if you'll see, if I move this label around, it shows guides to place it properly. I can place it in the center, it shows me the center guide. So there you go. If I want to move it a little bit more center towards both sides, I can do it that way. I can click on this, go here on the right side and check out the properties. I can change the hello my world. I can just change the text over there and it will change it here. I can increase the size of this so it goes all over and left, and I can align it to the center by using the properties on the right side. Align centers, baseline, truncate trail, character word wrap. We don't need that right now. Center aligned. I can increase the number of lines that this label has, what font and what text it uses. Let me increase the text to say 24. Let's make it a little bit bigger in height. Have that. What else? Minimum font size. I can change the text color, can make it any color that I want. Keep it that way. This is the highlighted color. If it's highlighted, shadow color, the bunch of different things. You can look through them on your own time. You can change the background of this also. So I'll keep it a light color so we can see our thing, and let's change this color to a little darker. Okay, it's good, and we can make it opaque, hidden, clear, a bunch of different properties here, so you can just go through them. So once I have that, I can run my application just by pressing the run. Okay, let's change to simulator and run it, and no issues, and there you go, your first application, hello my world, is there. Now we did this using just drag and drop. What if I didn't had this window or anything? So this would mean that I had to do it programmatically using one of these files. So as I said, main window loads first, and the function that is called first is application did finish launching with options. So I can just go here. I don't know if how much experience you have with Objective-C, but it's pretty easy to pick up, and there are a bunch of different tutorials, and I would go through every line of code that I write in detail here. So you don't need to learn much of Objective-C. You can pick it up later, but I will still go. I will have a video on Objective-C, just the basics and a few things that we need for iPhone development in these series. So let's go and make a label. So if I want to make a label, I will just type UI, and as you can see, the IntelliSense is pops up and tells you, are you looking for UI label? I say yes, I'm looking for UI label. Before this, let's run this application. Since I deleted the hello world label from the window, it shouldn't show up, so it's not there. So now we'll go ahead and make the label. Let me call it hello world label. that is how you make an object of the class UI label. We will learn this more in detail when we do the Objective-C class, so you know what I'm talking about then. So let's go ahead and create every element. You have to allocate and initialize memory. Also, there are some initialization functions for every single class that is there. Again, we'll go through all these things in detail when we do the Objective-C class. So now I am giving it a frame. I'm saying that init with frame cgrect make frame. So let's say 100, 100, 120, height is 30. So I'm saying that just try to understand what I'm trying to do here. Don't try to go into the syntax of the programming language. So what I'm doing is I'm saying make a label and allocate some memory for it, initialize with the frame which is located 100 to the right, 100 to the left, but to the left. So x and y coordinates are 100 comma 100, and thus high width of this label is 120 and height is 30. I can also say that the x coordinate is 10 and make it 300, width and height 30. Now I can give a label dot background color equal to, it says UI color, clear color, or I can give say red color, or let's give a blue color, and hello world label dot text. If you see, if you just press dot and press escape, you'll get all the different properties that you set in interface builder on the right. So I can just say text equal to at the rate. You specify strings by saying at the rate and quotes. You can say hello world, and we have the text defined. We have a label. We want to give a text color, so you can also give colors. You give by saying UI color, which is a class again defined by, again given by Apple. You can say white color, white color. So we have our text defined. Now we need to add this uh, text UI label to the window, like how we did drag and drop in interface builder. So for that you say self dot window add subview hello world. It takes hello world as a view. UI label is a subclass of UI view. We'll see what that means a little later, but so I'm adding the hello world to window. Now if I run this application, let's see what we see. So we will have the window. It calls the application did finish launching with options, and it draws this. Now if you see that this is blue in color, the hello world is there, but it's in the left. If I want to move it to the center, so what you would do is say hello world label. Now what, I want to align the text, so let's see if there's any function. Oh, there you go, text alignment. Also when it shows you text alignment, it on the left it says what it's expecting. It's expecting something called as UI text alignment. So I will say UI text alignment. See, there you go. Hello guys, today I will be doing a little bit more advanced version of Hello World. This is what I call Hello World 2, and in this tutorial what I will be showing you is how to make a text field, a button and a label. So whatever you enter inside the text field, say some name, and you press the button, and in the label you'll see hello, whatever the name is. So that's why it's called Hello World 2. Let's go to Xcode, run it up, make a new project. I'll make a view-based application this time and call it, say, Hello World 2. Let's see, Hello World 2, save it in the same project. Well, locked for editing, you may not be able to save your changes. Unlock. For some reason I created this file before, so probably it's giving a problem. I'll try it again. New project, paste, I'll call it hello 2. So save it here, and we'll be making it using interface builder first, and then we will code it up so we understand both the different ways. So initially we had just these three files in window based application. Now in view controller we have three extra files. What it does is it calls the hello world hello view controller inside. It calls the view controller inside the header file for app delegate, and it says that current window has a root view controller which is self view controller. So it adds the view controller on top of the window. So it's pretty much doing is it's adding this view on top of the windows. So let me run it up one time so we see how it looks. It looks like this, a gray screen. So just the gray screen that is here. So now if I want to go ahead and add some elements to this, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and first I need a text. So I'll add a text field to the center. Let's extend it a little bit. Then I'll add a button. I'll say go button, and then I'll add a label here, and then extend the label side. We don't need anything in the label right now because we'll be printing it out. So once we have this, now let's go and run it again and see what it shows up. It shows up. I think I can enter, go, nothing happens. So close it. Let's go back again, and now the basic functionality, the main thing that should happen is printing the name or whatever text is entered in the text field. It should print in the label. So for that we need to prompt the user. So we can actually go here and go to the properties of this text field, and there's something called as placeholder text. I can say enter your name here, and it will come as a gray text below it. You can give set a bunch of different properties for the text field here, but that's all we need for now. So, and now we need to tell the code that there is a text field, there is a label, there's a button. So how do we tell the code that there are all these things in interface builder? So that is specified by UIB outlet, UI text field. So we say there's a interface builder text field, interface builder button, and interface builder label. And one more thing is, when the button is pressed, there need to be some action that is called in this code file. So I will define that action as IB action. Since it's coming from interface builder, it's called IB action, and button clicked. So once we have that, we have defined this function in .h, but we have to implement it in .m. So I will just add it here. What do I need? I need label.text equal to text field dot text. So that's what we need initially. I'll put the that's what we need in the first phase. And then when a view is loaded, the first function that is called is view did load by default. Like how application is first, when application first launches, it calls application did launching with options. Similarly, when the view is added to the window, and the view loads up, this is the first function that is called view did load. So over here I don't need to enter anything right now for this one because I think everything is taken care here. So let's leave that right like that. And now we have to tell the interface builder that there are some elements that are defined. So you go to file owners, because this view it has a file owner which is the view controller. So we go to the connections of the view controller and connect these things. These things we defined in the header file, they come up automatically. You can just click on the plus sign next to it and connect things. It will not connect to things which it doesn't understand. Like UI label will know what UI label is, so it will click to that. Text field will not work for others. So that way. And then there's a button click function. This should work when the go button is pressed, so that is touch up inside. So when you touch inside the button and leave it, it will call this function. So that once that is done, so all the connections are done, let's run it and see if it works. So enter your name. I say okay, Vivian, go, and there you go, it shows up the name. Now I need to give hello Vivian, so, or hello the name, whatever. So we need to create a formatted text. So for that we need to create a string object. Let's say string with format, and we have to give some object to it, which is this object. So I'll say print the text. So if it's a object, as you can see, if I say text, what is the text? It's any string. Any string is object, and this thing is a representation of an object. So I can just say hello, comma, the name of the object. If it was an integer, I would given percentage %d or percentage %i. If it was a float, I would have given percentage %f. But it's a text field, so I just give percentage at the rate fill. Let's run it up. iPhone fires up, and let's enter name again, and I say go, and there you go. Hello Vivian. Probably spelling mistake. Okay, so it works. Now you'll say that I don't want it in interface builder. I don't want to use interface builder. I just want to uh, use code it up. So I'll say okay. So all you need to do is remove the IB outlets. Since there's no interface builder action, do it here. So now I need to do all the things that we did there, which was drag and drop elements. So we need to create them ourselves. So how do we do that? So for first field is text field equal to UI text field allocate and initialize with frame CG rect make. You have to give it a frame, and let's make some more space so we can see frame. So say 10, 20, width is 300, height is 30. So this is what we gave. Next we said what type of text field is it, what is the border style is equal to UI text field border style rounded rect. We also give a placeholder, so yeah, there you go. Now placeholder is a string, so you can just say enter your name. Okay. Now I need to add this text field to the view, so I will say self dot view, not window this time. You'll see adding it to the view, so it's self dot view add sub view text field. So this adds the text field to the view. Next I need the button, so I say button equal to UI button width type. Now you'll ask me, how do I know it's button width type instead of initialize and alloc? So if I click alt and click on it, it will show me a little bit of UI button, but if I click on it, it will open the documentation, and I can go straight down to the tasks, and I can see creating buttons is button with type creates and returns a new button of specified type. So that's how I know. UI button with type UI button, what type of button do I want? Rounded rect button. So I specify that. I give a frame to the button. I say CG rect make. Frame is, say, X is 10, Y is around 60, width is 100, height is 30. Okay, so I give it that. Next I need to set a title, so that is by set title set. It completes the code for you. Don't have to write any code at all, just a few basic ones. So which event? So UI not event but state, when should it, so they have different states: normal state, highlighted state, disabled state. So I want it for normal state. You can have when it's disabled, you can say can't click or something like that. You can set different titles. Next I need to put the action, so when it's add target, so where is the target file, where is the function that is called, is in current class. So I'll say self, what is the action? You call functions by saying selector. So what is the name of the selector? Button clicked. What is the control event? Remember we did touch up inside, is the same thing, touch up inside. Next I need to add this to the view, so I'll say add button. What comes next is the label LBL equal to UI label allocate and initialize it with frame CG to make. You go to 10, 100, width is 300, height is 30. So I do that, and then I say label, add this label to view, add LBL. By default the label has a white background, so I would want to change that. So I'll say background color is equal to, let me make it transparent background, so that's clear color. So if I do this and run the code, it should be good and working. So say go hello Vivian, there you go. So don't have to change the function, just give I just have to code the elements which we just dragged and dropped in Interface Builder. So there are different ways to do it. If you like coding it up, want to know what's going on, get a better handle, then this is for you. And if you want to just drag and drop, get work done quickly, then Interface Builder is for you. But Interface Builder, you have to remember that you need to connect between the code and the Interface Builder, so it might become a little tedious sometime. Thank you guys for watching it. I'm done for the day here, and subscribe to my videos, and I will post some more, make some more videos. Thank you.